the man who started that petition, put it online last Thursday. Got a little bit of a boost from one Elon Musk, which always helps these things to go viral, but viral it has gone. More than 2,012,000 signatures. Michael Westwood joins us now. He's the owner of the Wagon and Horses pub and joins us. Good morning to you.
Morning, Julia.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Have you set up a petition like this before? Is this the first time?
This is the first time, and I didn't expect this to go the way it has, but it's great that it has turned out that way.
It certainly has. I mean, the wording is very, very straightforward, isn't it? I would like there to be another general election. I believe the current Labour government have gone back on the promises they laid out in the lead up to the last election. What are the promises that you feel they've gone back on?
Well, the promise just was going to bring growth to the UK economy. And as a small businessman, it's extremely concerning what they brought out in the budget. I feel like next year is going to be extremely tough. They've promised the national minimum wage is going to go up, but realistically, it's going to bring a lot of job cuts. And I think people ought to be made aware of it, of what's actually going to be happening, rather than what Labour want us to believe.
Do you think that there's an element where, look, come on, we were told, the Institute of Fiscal Studies, if you've been listening to my show, we've been saying, oh, come on, both the major parties are lying. In fact, all the parties are lying about how much money there is going to be to spend on things. Everyone wants, you know, more money on the NHS, more money on this, more money on that, but no one wants their taxes to go up. Is there an element where it's a plague on all their houses, or do you think what Labour has done is particularly bad? Oh, we've just lost his line. That's so frustrating. We'll try and get him back on. Oh, I think he's come back on. But that's it, Sam. Listening to this while we get Michael's line back up, do you think that that Labour has been particularly? Oh no, I think we have got him. I think we have got Michael back up. Yeah, we do. Michael, has Labour been any worse than any other government?
No, they haven't. But the problem is they're in a position of power now, and it's through lies. You should be truthful with the British public about what they were going to do when they was in power. Julia, if you or I applied for a job and after 3 months we couldn't do the job that we said we could, we'd be fired. So
well, except you're in the public sector, we would probably get a pay rise and a rainbow lanyard.
More than likely. But it is the most important job in the United Kingdom, and he's getting away with it. And to me, I think all I want to do is give people a voice and give people a chance to express their opinions, and that's what they've done. Yeah.
Now, look, you're the owner of this pub. You're a publican, the Wagon and Horses pub. Tell us exactly where it is, and you, what's the impression you're getting from your customers, and people nearby?
Yeah, the support has been great from the locals. I've actually got 3 pubs in the local area.
Where is that? I'm guessing from the accent.
West Midlands, Kingswinford area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the support in this area has been great, to be truthful, but I think this petition showed it's not just in this area. When after 24 hours, you was getting people signing it in the Shetland Islands, Isle of Man, you think, do you know what? There must be a few more people out there with the same opinion as me, and if we can all club together and all express our opinion in the right manner, then that's what we've tried to do.
Well, indeed. I know we don't have a system in this country where, you know, petitions decide whether we're getting a general election or not. But do you think we need to hold politicians to more account? And basically, you know, if you do stuff that is completely the opposite of what you said you'd do in your manifesto, or you don't do the stuff that you said you'd do in your manifesto, that you should be held to account and not just leave voters to wait until 4 or 5 years' time to have their say?
Yeah, of course you should. Like I said to you before, at the end of the day, if you're not performing in your role, then questions are asked of you. I can't see why it's any different for politicians. At the end of the day, it's more important that we question them when they're spending the public's money.
Yeah. And and feel free not to answer if you do. It is a secret ballot. How did you actually vote at the last election? Did you vote for Labour?
No, I voted Conservative, not because I'm a Conservative supporter specifically. I will vote whoever has got the best policies at the time of the election. I voted Conservative because when you look at the back of coming out of Brexit, coming out of COVID, with the war over in Ukraine, Russia, was they doing a great job? No. Were they doing a bad job? Not particularly. It was just what I looked at was fairly steady ship. So better the devil you know. Let's continue as we are until somebody can come with something better.
Yeah, what a great endorsement. Better as Sam Armstrong sitting here with a smile on his face. Better the devil you know. That's the strongest endorsement after 14 years of the Tories being in power. Do you mind me asking, if you did get the general election, that your 17,000 more people have signed it since we hit 2 million. If you did get that general election, how would you vote now?
Truthfully, I don't know. I'd have to see what politicians are telling us, what they're bringing to the table. One thing's certain, I won't be voting Labour after I've gone back and everything I said in the last one. And what amazes me is I haven't met a Labour voter yet since the election. Since they've done what they've done, everyone I speak to, nobody's voted Labour. So I'm amazed I'm even in power.
Again, we know. I mean, it was 34% of voters. It was largely Tory voters staying at home or switching to Reform that delivered the Labour government. Do you think Keir Starmer's going to last the full term?
Yes, because he's stubborn and he won't give people an election. He won't go back on what he's doing. Let's be truthful. The politicians, they're all in for themselves. Let's get this is my argument. Pay more the UK national average wage. Let's see how many of these politicians want to be involved in politics then.
Okie dokie. Well, we shall see. Michael, we'll see how many more signatures your petition garners. But, I mean, I'd be surprised if it doesn't hit 3 million at this point, I have to say. It's certainly going to get its debate in Parliament, that's for sure. Really appreciate you calling us. Thank you so much. That's the man behind the petition demanding the general election. He's the landlord of the Wagon and Horses pub in the West Midlands, a number of other pubs